My name is Ashley Beers, and I have the privilege of being one of Piqua High School's National Honor Society advisors. On December 13, 1922, 8 students called to order the first meeting of Piqua High School chapter of NHS. Thus, they began a tradition of honoring scholarship, leadership, service, and character that has lasted 100 years.
I want to start today's presentation by talking just a little bit about what we agree has become the backbone of our specific National Honor Society chapter, and that's going to be community service. The students sitting right behind me on this stage, this year alone, meaning since last June, have logged over 1,700 hours of community service. Now, I want to point out they've actually done a lot more than that, but they're really good at doing the community service, a little less good at doing the paperwork. So that doesn't always add up a little bit. They've taken on so many different projects for both the school, the entire school district, I should say, as well as the community. You know, they've really become a perfect example of serving your community, serving your school, and being such young people taking that on. Personally, we feel that they have become role models to adults as well as their peers in this school district. Now, service isn't the only focus of our organization, nor is it the only requirement for membership.
We also have scholarship. Excellence in scholarship, having a 3.6 GPA, leadership and character make up our remaining pillars of the organization in addition to service. We have 14 new inductees to welcome to our chapter this afternoon, as they have all met and exceeded our requirements for membership. To help us welcome our new members, we have assistance from several guests, and first I'd like to introduce our officers and executive leadership team. Please stand when I say your name and hold your applause until everyone has been called. President Reagan Sloane, Vice President Ivy Lee, Secretary Natalie Pope, Treasurer Isabella Murray, Committee Chair Sydney Hawk, Reagan Howard, Kristen Chandyfelt, and Lauren Barr. We also have PHS Principal, Mr. Rob Messick, who will continue with his principal's address.
On behalf of Piqua High School student body, Piqua High School teaching staff, the administration, and our school board, I'd like to thank you for coming this evening, or this afternoon, sorry. To finally get to celebrate these wonderful kids. It's funny because I was sitting up here with them and I said this is probably my favorite day of the year, this event, because this is the closest I ever get to being in National Honor Society. You know, I just, these kids they're amazing. And we all know that they're great students, but truly are of the best character. This is the best that Piqua High School has. They really are. And going through their applications over the years, the amount of time that they put back to the community is truly, truly remarkable. They understand that to be successful, it has to be beyond yourself. You have to give back, you have to do things, and having the opportunity to spend an afternoon with these guys, it truly is a blessing. I also want to take time to thank Mrs. Downs and Mrs. Buer for all their hard work. Without you two, this isn't possible. And making sure this is such a special event, and once again, making sure that we have the opportunity to spend time with these great kids. Most important, I'd like to congratulate all of you in attendance. Obviously, you have made a mark on their lives. The families and the support groups, be able to raise these kids in the way that they can go out and, like I said, be a part of the community, be great students. That's not by accident. It's by your hard work. And so we thank you for that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Thanks.
Taller than I am. Thank you, Mr. Messick. At this time, we're going to have a handful of our members start our candle lighting ceremony for the new inductees. Those of you helping with this ceremony, You'll alternate between podiums. After you're done reading about your pillar, please light your small candle from the main candle in the middle, take a seat, and then we'll move through that. So starting with Natalie, if you could please go to the other podium and discuss scholarship.
William Butler Yeats once said, "Education is not the filling of a bucket, but the lighting of a fire." Scholarship is the eternal quest to better oneself by seeking truth and understanding. A true scholar realizes that big ideas matter, and that he or she can uncover them only through curiosity, effort, and perseverance. Scholarship is about much more than GPAs or ACTs. It is a lifelong passionate dedication to learning. It is only through our service to others that we find out who we are as individuals. Through the unselfish giving of our time, effort, and talents, we simultaneously improve our communities and ourselves. To serve is to give yourself to your neighbor, even at times when you don't feel like doing so.
When we think of leadership, we often think of power. True leadership, however, is not a title but an attitude. A leader is one who thinks of others first and puts him or herself last. A leader is one who makes others better even when he or she must make sacrifices. With or without a title, we can lead by embodying the virtues we wish to see in others.
To do good when no one else is watching. To do good for goodness' sake. This is character. When confronted by the evils of the world, we are often left with nothing but our own moral compass. It is essential, therefore, our compass points us in the right direction. Like John Wooden said, be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is what others think you are.
Thank you, ladies. Now please join me in welcoming our NHS President, Ms. Reagan Sloane.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming out to celebrate this amazing accomplishment of our new inductees. National Honor Society is something that many students seek to be a part of, but only a committed few succeed with their remarkable academics and character. I'm very excited to welcome such a great group to the organization today. You've all done an amazing job of making our school and community proud. I hope you continue to do so using the numerous opportunities and tools provided by NHS. The 4 pillars of NHS have taught me many life lessons and helped me grow tremendously as a person during the last couple years of my high school career. We're faced every day with choices and challenges that reflect our character and the impact we want to leave on our community. The dedication we show in and out of the classroom determines the mark we leave. However, it's still important that we remain committed to our studies as exhibited by everyone in this room. It requires a serious desire to better both ourselves and the community while achieving academic excellence and simultaneously working to improve our city and our schools. Although one very important thing I've learned during my time with NHS is just how rewarding it is to serve others and provide a helping hand when they need it. I hope all of you find service to be more than just a short-lived organization, but rather an opportunity to go above and beyond for others and grow as an individual. Leadership is another key element of what it means to be an NHS member. The most crucial advice I can give to any new member today is to not be a follower, but rather be your own person and don't be afraid to be different from your peers. As John Maxwell once said, the leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. I think I can speak on behalf of most, if not all of my fellow peers when I say that NHS has taught us all how to be effective leaders and not only make sure our own voices are heard, but rather the voices around us as a collective whole. Leadership isn't just about bossing others around, but rather figuring out how to make a very diverse group of people work as an effective team for the best outcome possible. In doing so, we've been able to accomplish a lot as a cohesive team with the same common goal to leave a memorable legacy behind. We've been very fortunate this year to have so many service opportunities and successful projects that couldn't be made possible without our members, and especially our advisors, Mrs. Downs and Ms. Buren. We've been able to help out sometimes even organize events like the Junior High Girls Night Out, like tonight, which was recently last week, Pitch Piqua, the holiday family photos of the library, if you may have participated in, the Veterans Day and Senior Citizens Breakfast, and many more. And the organization will be left in very good hands with this group of students to help with these projects and numerous others that have yet to be created. I can't wait to see the impact you all leave on Piqua and that will be felt for the city in the years to come. I implore you to take this feeling of success you have today and turn it into something memorable, something you can think of when reflecting back on your high school years and be proud of. You all do amazing things in the coming years, and I hope you're just as excited for your future as I am. Make the most of your class-leading time here because it's going to go and be over before you know it. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of you.
Inductees, when you hear your name called, please come forward to receive your certificate and return to your seats. Please save your applause until all names have been called.
They all look so nervous. I wish you guys could see their faces right now when we can. Starting off today is Catherine Copsey.
Next up, Maren Thunderberg.
Sebastian Carabinas.
Torrance Foster.
Deanna Gertner.
Gracie LaPointe.
Leanne Casey.
Ava Fuentes.
Allison Hicks, who's going to be handed her certificate by her older sister Lauren, who's one of our senior members. Sorry, Mr. Nestor. Surprise.
Rosalind Moreland.
Richard Price.
Braylon Shannon.
Sloane was unable to be here with us today, but she also is getting inducted this year.
And Natea Yakub.
Will members and inductees of the National Honor Society please stand and join me in the National Honor Society pledge, which is repeated by Judy Francis. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles on which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
Thank you, Reagan. Now, if you would like to join me in a round of applause if we even talk today, for all of our new inductees. So, for those of you that know me, you know I tend to go off script, which is exactly what I'm going to do today as well. Two things. Number one, I found out right before I got here, it's Principal Appreciation Day. Did you know that? Mr. Thompson sent an email out. So Mr. Messick is spending a really nice fishing day and Administrator Appreciation Day with us. So let's give Mr. Messick a round of applause. Also, unfortunately, we are losing quite a few of our members to graduation. If you looked on your program, there was an asterisk to denote this year's seniors. Seniors, if you could please stand for me, I would really appreciate that. Just to embarrass them a little bit, those of you that, you've been around, you know how much this particular group has done. Just in the 2, and in some cases 1 year they've been members, they have organized about 13 brand new community service events just in their 2 years, some of which benefited the school, some of which benefited the community. But this particular group of seniors logged over 3,000 community service hours in the 2 years that they were members. And I think that's worth recognizing just in itself. So if you could give them a round of applause. Typically at induction, we announce our senior scholarship. This year, that is actually going to be announced at class night. We are fortunate enough that we will be giving out 3 scholarships to some of our senior members, so stay tuned for that one. Ms. Muir and I had a wonderful year with the group behind us. We know we're going to have a great year next year with our new inductees as well as our juniors returning. There is no doubt we're going to continue raising the bar, which is what we've seen in large part, I should say, from this senior class. Our organization stands out. It has for many, many years, but the seniors, the class of 2022, took that to a whole new level. And I don't want to put pressure on you, but I'm going to. You have some pretty big shoes to fill with them leaving. So on that serious note, thank you for coming. We're going to get a series of different pictures. If you wanted to move to the front, we'll make sure we can kind of get you subbed through for that. And thank you for being here today and celebrating these wonderful, wonderful kids. And we'll see some of you back next year. Thank you.